morning, everybody, and welcome to my first official vlog. I decided that for my first one, I should do something that I'm very comfortable with. So since I'm new to this whole thing and don't really know what I'm doing, I figured let's keep the comfort level as high as possible. So we are going to the Columbus Zoo. I have an annual pass there. I've had one for several years, and so I know the zoo very well, and I figured that would be a good starting place, and you can see what it's like to go to the zoo as a solo, person. So I just stopped and got a smoothie at my favorite coffee place, and now we're gonna drive to Columbus. So I will see you guys there. All right, well, welcome to the Columbus Zoo. This is just kind of the entryway with the fountain and different areas. Now, I saw when I walked in that there's this huge arch up that's usually not there. That, I believe, is a separately ticketed event, which I do not have a ticket for and I did not plan for. So we'll see. Maybe I'll come back and do that too, but that would be late tonight that I would stay for, and I'm not ready for that. So we're just gonna go around and I'll show you the reason I love the zoo so much. So I realized something. I am very used to going to places by myself. What I'm not used to is talking to a camera by myself in the middle of a crowded zoo. So it's going to be a learning experience. But I am here in the Africa section. I came right here right away because in about 7 minutes there's going to be a cheetah run, which is a really cool thing that they do here at the zoo. So while I'm waiting for that, I might kind of show you some of the animals that they have out here, and I'll show you why I love this Africa section of this zoo more than a lot of the other ones I've been to. Okay, this is why I love this zoo. Because this Africa section is basically one giant savanna, and all of the animals just kind of roam around, and at least all the non-carnivorous ones wander around, and it's really cool because you see, well, there's a lot of giraffes out right now, but if you can see kind of farther back, see if I can get it on camera, there's also like a wildebeest right there. And sometimes there are ostriches out there and zebras. I do see another bird out there that I'm probably not gonna be able to get on camera. And so I just love that it's such a big open area that makes it look like they're actually on a savanna, even though they can't go anywhere. And then also, if you see this closer piece of land right here, it's separated from the other ones, even though it looks like it's connected. But if we walk all the way around, hopefully they're out. But that's where they actually house the lions, and so they're separated, but it looks a lot of times like they're in the same area. But let's see if the lions are out. See, there are the giraffes again. And, oh, there he is up there. The fake plane, and right on top is the big guy. And so it's cool when they wander around. Not only does it look like they're actually in, I don't know about Africa, but somewhere that's not a zoo. But then it looks like when they're over here on this land, like right there, like right here, it looks like they're in the same space as the giraffes, even though they're not. So I always thought that was pretty cool. just watched the cheetah run. It's pretty cool. It's real short, but they tell you some facts about the cheetahs. I'm not sure how much great footage I got because I was in a very bad spot because I walked up 2 minutes before it was supposed to start. So other than shoving some small children out of the way so I could get closer, I had to kind of take, which I don't encourage doing that. I kind of had to kind of slip into a little corner and didn't have a great view. So it's pretty cool, but it is over pretty quick. But hopefully some of that footage came out and I'll get to show you guys that. But behind me, as you can see, are more giraffes. And one reason why I think the Columbus Zoo is superior to other ones in the area. So let's go see what else we can find. So whenever friends or family find out that I'm going to the zoo or that I love going to the zoo, they ask one question: what's my favorite animal? And I kind of see that as having two different parts to it. The first is, what is my favorite animal in general? And I kind of give three answers for that. I like penguins because I just think they're adorable, and I collect Christmas decorations that are penguins, and so it just kind of is this obsession, sort of. And then tigers are just so gorgeous, and I kind of always was jealous of like Princess Jasmine for having a pet tiger, and so that would be my kind of dream if you know, the danger wasn't an issue. And then elephants are just like the coolest animal ever, right? Like they're just so unique and interesting, so that's probably why the third one. Now the second part of that question, I read as, what is my favorite animal to look at the zoo and to see at the zoo? Which depends on the day. I mean, it's going to come down to whatever animal is the most active that day, whichever one like is real close to the glass, and as opposed to like sleeping in a tree. So let's find out what my favorites are going to be today. I mainly wanted to show you the moose because they are getting misted at the moment, and it is really hot today, and I kind of want to climb in there with them and feel that mist. But that would probably be bad, right? Right? All right, so we are on our way to something that they call, I think, a keeper talk. I think that's what it's called. And basically, oh, where am I at? Okay, this way. They pick specific animals and they will like feed them and tell you a lot about them, and because they feed them, they come right up to the glass or the cage or whatever, so you can actually get a really good look at them. I've seen the lions before and the polar bears and the tigers. We've missed those. Those were in the morning. I was not here for them. So, but I have never seen the one we're on our way to right now, are the orangutans. And I've never seen this one before, so I'm pretty excited about it. And then later this afternoon, we'll go to the penguins, which I'm sure you can guess that I'm going to love. So it starts in a couple minutes here, so we'll take a look at that together.
A baby here born at the Columbus Zoo in over 60 years. So we're very excited to have her here and to watch her grow. She will turn 1 year old in November. November 28th is her birthday. So she has recently just started being a lot more active and spending some time off mom.
And like some lime rinds in there and like just leaves and put in there. That's what Clementine got a hold of.
Thank you. Yeah, you're welcome. All right, well, if no one has any other questions, we're going to go ahead and head back in. We are going to give them access inside, so if you want to see them come in and maybe work at some other enrichment that we have in there, feel free to walk around and see them in their indoor viewing. But they should be wandering in and out then to see. So, thank you.
Okay, so I was at the orangutan talk, and it was very, very interesting, very cool. The little baby was adorable. That's the first time I've seen the baby. I knew it was born, but I hadn't seen it yet. Right now, we're going to do something else that is, I think, pretty unique to this zoo, but maybe not. Let me show you. It's the kangaroo station, so let's go inside. Thank you. So this is where the kangaroos live, and we're just going to walk through and try not to think about all those videos that I've seen where kangaroos, you know, attack people. So here we go. Here we are in the reptile house. It is one of my favorite places in the zoo because I have some things in common with 12-year-old boys, and that is that I do like reptiles and snakes. I've never been scared of them. I mean, I have a healthy, you know, fear of a snake slithering up towards me, and I would not want to touch it, but I have no problems with snake activity or like people who have pet snakes or anything. I'm fine with touching them. So I kind of look at this as like a Where's Waldo almost, because a lot of times it's hard to see them. So I'm going to go around and maybe show you some of the snakes that I like. And also there's this really cool snake skeleton on the ceiling. There's the snake, and there's the skin it shed. Hello, little newt. Oh, a gecko. It's a gecko. And turtle. So sometimes they have this open and they have a worker there that has a live reptile in their hand that you can come up and pet. And to answer your question, yes, I have stood in line with a bunch of children to pet the reptile, and I'm proud of it. Here we go. Here's the good stuff.
Holy
Hello, Mr. Snake. You're very beautiful.
pythons do that?
This
He's
new
nice.
one just came up to say hi.
Oh, look at his face.
And look, he's sticking his tongue out. Say,
Alright, so we made it to the aquarium. And one cool thing they do on the weekends is that they have this tide pool and you can go up and like touch different things like starfish and stuff like that, which is pretty cool. I'm not gonna do it today, but pretty cool. Okay, so we're still in the aquarium and I'm gonna flip you around right now because this is one of the cool things about this aquarium. I am just sitting here and let me show you my view. So they just have sort of these risers up near the back, and you can go right down to the fish tanks, of course, but then you can also just sit here and enjoy the air conditioning and take a load off your feet if you need to after walking. So in addition to the normal aquarium, they have a manatee house, and they actually rehabilitate injured manatees. So I think they have one, maybe two in here that are like permanent, because they could never be released back to the wild because they were too injured. And those manatees that are permanent kind of help the manatees that are brought in for rehabilitation, help them so they're not scared in their new environment and help them recover. So let's go take a look. I think they're over here. Not a manatee, but still cool. Hello. Alright, now the reason why we're here. I think this is the permanent one. We got two others in here. See ya? So I just talked to the zoo employee and she confirmed that that big one is the one that's permanent here, and its name is Stubby, which is kind of sad. But she is too injured to be ever released back into the wild. So she just stays here and acts like a surrogate mom to all the other manatees that they bring in. And then the two little ones, she said, are about 2 years old. And she said that they are getting to be about the weight where they could be re-released into the wild. So that could be happening soon. So that's pretty cool that they help out with that. So they're just staring at the door, and I'm pretty sure it's because the keeper is about to come out for the feeding and they know it's almost time. So they're just standing there and staring. And I think that's hilarious because that seems very much like me. Like, I know food's coming, so I am going to just stare at where the food comes from until it comes. Here comes some more. This. They're all just coming out to be fed. I relate to them so hard right now. Look how cute they are. giving up on their food. They came out, they waited, they didn't get their food, so they're going away.
They gotta go find it themselves.
I know. Like, we were betrayed. Hey everybody, Elizabeth from the future here. I just wanted to talk about a couple things that happened while I was watching the penguins here, and while I was doing that, I thought I'd let you watch the cute little penguins. I just, first of all, want to apologize for all of the penguin footage. I could not stop taping them. They were so cute. I got there several minutes before the keepers talk, and I think there was one waiting by the door because it knew it was time to be fed. It was just so cute. It just stayed there. And the whole time, that one penguin was always there by the door. And if you notice, during the footage, a bunch of them kind of came out later and all crowded around the door. And then it's like they lost hope and they like all walked away and then they would come back. It was so cute. And I couldn't help but film all of it. And so I'm showing it all to you. Anyway. So one thing you may have noticed, or maybe you didn't because you're busy watching the adorable penguins, I was commenting on what the penguins were doing, and the lady standing next to me didn't realize that I was talking to my camera, and she started talking back to me. We started joking around about the penguins, and I just wanted to make note of that and make sure you guys caught it, because I talk to people when I'm at the zoo all the time, and they will talk to me. And they don't notice or care that I'm there by myself. It's just a very normal thing. I also see a lot of people there by themselves. A lot of them are like photographers taking pictures, but I know that, myself included, when I started doing stuff by myself, I was afraid that people were going to notice me and think I was weird. And the truth is that there are a lot more people like doing stuff like this by themselves than you realize, and you're not going to stand out unless you're drawing attention to yourself. So I just want to use that kind of as encouragement to step out and do stuff like this, even if you can't find a friend or whatever to do it with you. So yeah, back to the penguins. Alright, so I have saved my favorite two areas for last. The first, let's go to Asia Quest and see some of my favorite animals. So I just saw the sloth there, and I'm right across from the elephants, including the baby elephant Frankie. And so I'm gonna hopefully turn around and get a good shot of him. I think they're heading inside, so hopefully I'm wrong.
We're gonna turn around and go back out.
Oh my gosh, I love him so much. He's adorable. He obviously is not as small as he used to be. He used to be just this tiny little baby, and he's still pretty small, but yeah, he's definitely a lot bigger than he was. All right, and favorite number 3, the tiger. He's so pretty. But yeah, I feel you, buddy. It's real hot, isn't it? Yeah. If you guys do come to the zoo, I recommend coming for the tiger talk, because they come up real close to the door and you get a real good view of them. But otherwise, you never know if they're going to be napping like this, because yeah, in the summer it gets really hot and they just don't want to move. It's the aviary. This is the Asia Quest aviary. Oh, we're in luck. Look at this little guy. I know this is not a bird, but still pretty cute.
How are you today?
Right, my last section of the zoo, I guess, is one of my favorites. I feel like I've been saying that about everything today, and it's because I have just taken you to my favorite things and not everything's in the zoo. But it's called Adventure Cove, and there's a lot of kind of random stuff in it, but it can be the most fun. This is one of my favorite areas, because even though the animals are small mostly, they're some of the cutest and they can be the most active because they're inside and out of the heat. So let's see if there's anything cool in here today. Sand cat. I love the sand cats. I'm a little sad he's asleep because he's my favorite. He's so cute. Future Elizabeth here again. I was so disappointed that these cats were asleep when I was filming because they're so cute and they are my favorite. So please enjoy this previously recorded footage of the cats being cute. Thank you. Let's see. Hi, don't see the other one, which is a little sad. Oh, I think he's up there in the box. I have seen them chase each other around before, which is just the cutest thing ever. They're so cute. This is what they look like when they're not sleeping. I just want to take one home with me. They're adorable. I think something is going on inside here because they have these plants out and those normally aren't here. So I wonder if they're getting ready to do something in here, like, I don't know, redo the whole thing. Oh, look who's active today. Hello. Hey, cutie. I actually think they're adorable. Of course, I would never go pick one up because that's just stupid, but come on, how cute is that? I actually went into a vet's office once to take my old cat, and I saw a black and white thing that I thought was a cat in a carrier next to me, and I was like, oh, look at the cat, and I bent over, and it was a skunk. Of course, that one had its, like, stink sack, or whatever it's called, removed, so it was a pet, but it was a bit jarring. Sometimes you just gotta make your own fun, don't you? So this next part I wasn't sure if I was gonna do because I'm a little afraid of dropping my phone in the water, but I'm gonna chance it. So cross your fingers that I don't drop my phone.
A lot of them are very accustomed to seeing when a hand is down at bed, they think you have food and it makes them come over to the cottage. Alright, well, we just finished at the zoo and I'm getting ready to drive home. It was a good day. It was hot and muggy, but it was a good day. Now for the important question, which was the favorite animal today? And I think I would have to go with those adorable penguins because they were just so cute. And even though penguins are my favorite in general, they're not always out when I'm at the zoo, so I can never, or very rarely actually, say that I enjoy looking at the penguins when I'm at the zoo because sometimes they're in their houses and stuff. And so, but today I did manage to catch them at a good time. You know, I just went for the keeper feeding and they all waddled out right before about 10 minutes before the keeper was supposed to come out to feed them, and they knew. They were like, well, it's about time, so let's go line up for our food, and it was the cutest thing in the world. So yeah, those would probably be my favorite today, and I always enjoy petting the stingrays. I think that's just a really cool thing that they offer. I don't mind going by myself. It was just weird today because I'm not normally talking to myself while I'm at the zoo, so that's something I'm gonna have to get used to, but I think it went okay. So if you did like this video, please like and subscribe so that other people can find my videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.